Hi, Richard here. I'm going to try and shoot a video today of a bent lamination glue up to make two of these. I've done the first one, here it is. It's about 48 inches across, about 59 inches long, and it's almost a circle. It's got a flat spot here deliberately, which is where a second curve is going to intersect it. So that was the first one which I glued up yesterday. And I'm going to attempt to glue this one up whilst shooting the video. So the lamination is made of 8 pieces of 2-inch wide, 1/8 inch thick solid cherry strips. And when I cut the board, what I found was that in the middle of the board there was a flaw here. Now it's only present on 1 or 2, it's sort of a pin knot really. It's only present on 1 or 2 of the strips. I cut about 17 or 18 strips. But when I did a run, one of the boards, obviously the center of the pin knot, actually split right on that flaw. So I was very careful, and the board next to it is this one here. And I'm a bit worried about this, so I want to make sure that this strip is not at the edge of the lamination. And well, I want to make sure it's towards the outside of the lamination, so it has the widest possible bend. Obviously the most compressive pressure is on the inside of the curve. So it's towards the end, but it's not the very outer one, it's the penultimate one. I've marked the center so that when I glue these up I can roughly place them. And the other thing I did was I misted all the strips quite heavily, misted them quite heavily with water, and then I did a dry run on this former. And you can see that what that's done is left a bit of a memory here. So that's going to help me when I come to glue them up. So that they're fully dry now. Again, before I apply the glue, I'll mist them again. Now this is my my mold, if you like, my former. And what some people do is have a male and a female. They sandwich the laminations and they apply clamping pressure from both sides. I haven't done that. I just got the inside here, and I'm going to clamp everything to it. So what I have is clamps here, and then I have glue blocks here which pair up with these so that the clamps don't slip when I'm clamping on the edge. And then right at the outside here I have drilled some holes that accept these type of clamps, so I can clamp them up this way. So I've also numbered them. So as I'm putting the clamps in, I have everything, so this in the order that I want to clamp it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, working my way to the outside, and all the glue blocks have a pairing number here, until I get to the edge, and it goes up to about 19, 20, 21, and the edge I've got dogs to hold it in place, and wedges which I drive in. The bend that I need is up to about here. So obviously I've got about 3 or 4 inches extra on the end, you know, to cut off. My secondary workbench here, which is an MFT, it's with an MDF top. I've covered that with wax paper, and I've got all my supplies, the paint roller here, water, sponge, and yellow glue. I'm using yellow glue. I know that polyurethane is a preferred type of glue, but for me, I'm comfortable with yellow glue. I'm not worried about the creep because there's going to be some joinery holding this all in place. But yeah, I am aware that this is not the ideal glue for a bent lamination. So let me move these just out of the way a second. And I've got my laminations here, and I'm going to number them just in case things get messed up. So this is going to be number 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The laminations just a little bit. It's going to do a couple of things. It's going to retard the curing of the glue just a little bit, give me a little bit of a longer working time, and it's going to also make the laminations a little more malleable when I put them in the former. So just give them a spritz. And then I use the sponge just to even it all out. Make sure there's no pooling. Just do a little bit more in that spot there. Get going now. I turned the inside rail upside down so I don't glue that one by mistake. I've got my roller here. I'm going to start from the ends, do a section, slide everything up, and keep going. Alright. I'm wearing an apron just because when I start rolling, it sprays everywhere. Actually, I'll take one. Get glue on that as well. Right. You want to be very generous with the glue. You want to see some squeeze out when you put it in the mold, in the former. Okay, looks pretty good. Just want to give this one a little bit here. All right, let's get this going. Just try and do them. Okay, so we'll just try and line up the marks as best we can. Like I say, I've got lots of excess. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera and go back to the other side.